elephant-sized back scratcher, and elephant-sized pool. But as you say goodbye to Patty and Maxine, we'll say hello to my favorite lady here at the zoo, and that's Callie, our Indian rhino. Now Callie's all the way on the right-hand side in that giant mud puddle, and many people have described rhinos as armor-plated, but that's actually false. Rhinos are covered with a thin layer of skin that has many folds. Though their skin may look thick and tough, it's actually very sensitive and needs a lot of protection from the sun and from insects. One of a rhino's favorite ways to protect its skin is to sit in the mud wallows, much like the one that Callie is in. She'll spend up to 18 hours a day in that mud wallow, and she'll get mud in all of her folds. It'll act as a natural sunblock, insect repellent, as well as clean and smooth her skin, all at the same time. Now Callie weighs 3,500 pounds and runs at the fastest speed of 30 miles an hour. That's not fast enough to outrun hunters and poachers that are killing rhinos for their horns. Now, interesting fact that Callie was born right here at the Bronx Zoo back in 1986, making her about 30 years old. And caring for this animal is one thing, but breeding is a whole nother challenge. Female rhinos are pregnant for up to 16 months, and after being pregnant for almost a year and a half, they'll give birth to a baby rhino weighing as much as 150 pounds. Though weaning may only take 12 to 16 months, a baby rhino will stay with its mom for 2 to 3 years. She'll send it off into the world, and then she doesn't have to worry about college. Ask me, that sounds like a win-win situation. We have had 11 baby rhinos born right here at the Bronx Zoo, and our newest calf was born back in the summer of 2013. Only one thing left to talk about when it comes to the rhinos, and that's their horns.
The horn of a rhinoceros is very different from that of a goat or antelope. It is not attached to the skull. Rhino horn is made from compressed keratin fibers, the same material that is found in fingernails and hair. Although rhinos are a protected species, poaching still occurs. Rhinos are killed for their body parts, as some people believe that this horn has special medicinal powers. It is also used as an ingredient in some traditional Asian medicines, and the rhino horn is also prized in some cultures for making dagger handles.
As you visit our animals here at the Bronx Zoo, remember their relatives in the wild. Human contact with wildlife becomes more of a common concern every single day. But you being here today helps us in our efforts to save our wildlife, so we thank you. As we enter our next and largest exhibit, we'll look for 4 species. 3 of them are deer, 1 of them is an antelope. Now, we'll look for the hog deer, the spotted Formosan sika deer, the Sambar deer, and the Nilgai antelope. Now, up at the top of the ridge, you might have seen one of the Sambar deer. The Sambar deer are the largest deer known to southern Asia. Males can weigh 650 pounds, stand 5 feet tall at the shoulder, and have antlers that go up to about 3 feet in length and have 3 points on each bar. Their dark chocolate coats allow them to blend in with the shadows of our exhibit a lot of the time, but they're currently grazing. They kind of look like Scooby-Doo if you ask me. You'll also see some of the Nilgai antelope. But the Nilgai antelope are the fastest antelope species known to Asia. The males will have a bluish reddish coat, as well as kind of like they have like on their feet, they look like they're wearing tube socks. It's really cute. They run at the fastest speed of 40 miles an hour. The females will have a reddish brownish coat. And there's a baby. We'll also look for the hog deer. Now the hog deer are the smallest deer species here. They're short and squat like hawks. They also move like hawks. They creep, they run low, and they duck under things rather than leaping over them. See? Nilgai antelope. Now we'll cross over a double fence and we'll look for the Chinese tufted deer. It's kind of like playing a big game of hide and go seek. There are 10 of them in this exhibit. We say it's a good day when we see 1. Now they weigh less than 40 pounds and they have dark tan coats which allow them to blend in with the backs of their exhibit. There's all the way in the left hand corner. All the way in the left hand corner. He kind of has white stripes on his nose, so he might be easy to see. Now there's 10 of them in this exhibit. Like I said, it's a good day when we see 1. They're very rare to find outside of zoos from China. So the Bronx Zoo is lucky to have the 10 that we have here today, even though if we don't get to see them. They get the name because of the tuft of hair at the tops of their heads, where their antlers should be. They're also known as the vampire deer because they have elongated canine teeth that protrude through the tops of their mouths, giving them the appearance of fangs. Now we'll cross over the Bronx River for a second time, but this time 35 feet above the water. The Wildlife Conservation Society knows how important it is to protect the Bronx River corridor and greenway, and we want to maintain it as a healthy resource for all local wildlife and Bronx residents to enjoy.
Here we are again. Is that probably another tour or something?
The rocky terrain we have just entered is the perfect environment for our next two wild goat species, the markhor and the Himalayan tar. Now the markhor are the largest wild goat known to the world. They are the national animal of Pakistan. Markhor means snake eater in the Persian language because legend has it a markhor once ate a snake. It tried to escape through the top of its head. It split into two and turned to stone. Now it didn't work out for the snake, but it gave the markhor those impressive horns that you'll see on them today. Now male markhor horns will grow up to about 3 feet in length. Male markhor horns will grow to about 5 feet in length, while females' horns will only grow up to about 10 inches in length. You'll also see some of the Himalayan tar. Now the Himalayan tar have triangular horns that curve backwards and then inwards to help protect the males during the headbutting battles of the mating season. All of our tar are currently female. They also have special rubbery core hooves which allow them to grip the rocky mountain slopes, making them exceptional rock climbers. In a couple of moments I'm going to slow the train down and I'll pass a V-shaped tree, but pay no mind to that tree. But look on the leafy tree behind it, all the way up here. Leafy tree behind it. As it houses our red panda, Maymay. Hi, Maymay. Many people have been fascinated by the color of the red panda's fur. In Nepal, red pandas are known as Hunho, which roughly translates to firefox. Though they've been associated with the giant black and white panda that we know and love, today we know that species is not closely related. Red pandas are more closely related to skunks, raccoons, and weasels, while giant black and white pandas are more related to bears. The only thing those two species share in common is their specialized diet of bamboo, because panda means bamboo eater. If you'd like to see more of our red pandas, be sure you visit them at the Himalayan Highlands exhibit, located just a short walk from the monorail. There you can also see one of Asia's big cats, Leo, our snow leopard. Our journey is now coming to an end, and as much as it saddens me that it's over, I have to let you go in a couple of moments. But I'll take this time to tell you a little bit more about us. The Wildlife Conservation Society manages 5 parks in New York City. We manage the Bronx Zoo, which serves as the headquarters, the New York Aquarium located on Coney Island, the Central Park Zoo, the Queens Zoo, and the Prospect Park Zoo in Brooklyn. We also have scientists in the field in more than 300 sites in over 50 countries. If you'd like to join us in saving wildlife and wildlands, take today's ticket purchase. Apply towards a WCS membership. Members will receive free entry into all 5 of our parks for an entire year. Premium level members will receive free Bronx Zoo attractions, free parking, and a members-only t-shirt. Ooh, and so much more. I'll be making a short, brief scheduled stop, but please remain seated as that is not our final destination. Take that time to look around you so that you have everything and everyone you boarded the monorail train with. Any children that are left aboard the train today will be returned to Lost and Found, where you can pick them up, or not. Your kids, your choice. Did you all enjoy your journey here today?
Yes.
And what was your favorite part?
I can't decide on
The
that.
babies. All the babies.
I can't
Tiger.
decide on that.
Alright, I'll take it. Our journey is now at an end. On behalf of the Wildlife Conservation Society, I want to thank you for riding the Wild Asia Monorail, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. For your safety, please remain seated until the monorail train has come to a complete stop and the doors have opened. There will be a step up for those of you in the front row, a step down for those of you in the back row. The first 6 cars will exit to the right, the last 2 cars will exit to the left. Lucky car number 7 with Diane exits straight ahead. Bronx Zoo closes at 5 o'clock today with all live animal exhibits closing at 4:30, so plan the rest of your days accordingly. Only thing open between 4:30 and 5 will be the Bug Carousel in the 4D Theater. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day here at the Bronx Zoo, and I look forward to seeing you all again in Wild Asia very, very soon.